How to lead? I think the first question is actually how to live. And do I have an answer to that? No. But I have a few thoughts. The first thought is if I want to lead, which in brackets is mostly about leading other people, the first thought is how do I lead my own life? How do I live it? And the first thought is to check in with the motivations. What are the motivations? What what moves me to lead my own life and to lead others? Now, if it's coming from a certain angst, an anger even, I see a certain problem in the society, then I have this angst because this problem I think is caused by somebody else. Because a lot of times we fail to even think in terms of a lot of systems. There's a lot of systemic thinking that's required to think of any problem. But most of the times, what happens is the mind, in fact, the animal mind is very quick to decide and pause it onto somebody else. Let's say we blame it on somebody or a group of people, whoever, mostly not us, but them. There's this also very important to see this polarity. Whenever we want to posit something negative onto other people, it's mostly them, not me and mine, but them. So, so then after that, what happens is one has this angst as to thinking that this person or that group has done this thing, which is not good for the society. So therefore, I want to lead. I'm angry that this is not happening. So an angst and anger even. Or there's a hunger. So, oh wow, it looks like it's a good thing to have power. It's a good thing to have because then I have this ability to change the world, to change the society. So this hunger, it could be of many other things. It could be of wealth, like acquiring more wealth, acquiring more name even, so on and so forth. And when it's the journey begins with anger or hunger, I wouldn't say it's fundamentally bad because there must be something also benevolent, also compassionate and empathetic that's also brewing up in the heart. There's also this aspect to it where we'd want to change the world. There is anger, yes, but there's also this other thought that if I do this, which is not being done right by others, then maybe I'll be able to bring more happiness, more joy, less suffering into the world. So there's also this benevolent thought. And as long as it's there, I think it's okay to embark on a journey with all our complexities. With the anger, with the hunger is also fine. Now, once we're in the journey and things start happening, if the anger only grows, if the hunger keeps growing, that's the problem. And which is why we need constantly, as a leader, as a living person, as a human being, to constantly keep a watch as to what's happening to this anger, angst, to this hunger, to this lack. Because with a lack, one is never complete. And so, if one is cognizant of the state of the mind of oneself, then this journey becomes a journey of transformation. There is a possibility of change and transformation, whereby the anger and hunger gently subside and more benevolence comes out. And in this change, it is also possible that one is able to really let go of a lot of things, even name and fame, or wealth, prosperity, so on and so forth. And in so doing, there is also a possibility of what we call liberation. This happens while we're engaging in the world. Now, this person is not like a recluse in the outside, but this person who is always cognizant of the state of the mind and acts accordingly is a recluse, is a renunciate. And renunciation has immense value. The more one drops, the richer one becomes. The more one leaves, the richer, the wealthier, the more prosperous one becomes. Because there's this certain strength that comes out of renunciation, of not tying oneself to anything. And this is the possibility of transformation and liberation that I am proposing here. If we contemplate this in the mind, in the speech, and in the actions of the body, if we go like that, there is a possibility that we will find great leaders in the society, individuals who would make these transformations possible within themselves. And all that's required is their own transformation is reflected back onto the society. That's the action. That's the most natural, organic, spontaneous action that individuals like this have the ability to affect onto the outer world. That's how powerful it is. Because they've dropped, because they've left, because they're not grasping onto anything. They're fluid. And this fluidity, this ability to transform and change, this ability to liberate, it reflects onto the society. And we want more and more leaders like that. So I would just leave all of us with this thought and see, contemplate, and also put into action and find out for ourselves. That's the proposal. Thank you.